It is Forca Kochi's turn to turn into hosts for the first time ever in the Mahindra Super League Kerala 2024 as the Furnace gears up to play against Malappuram Football Club.
Look at the ground, that's the coach, John Gregory, man who really took on the England side 6 times, getting in with top English teams, played over there, managed them, and now in India. What a figure to watch here.
John Gregory managed Aston Villa back in 1998, played for them as well, and so the calming words of the head coaches inside the players' head is competing with a pounding in their hearts. This game was the standout fixture from the first week of the tournament that were released, so all eyes firmly on Kochi. Ever-ready faces wait on the sidelines. Everyone wants to be part of this occasion, the young, the known, the experienced, the exuberant, and also the unknown, and those who have never experienced it before.
A coach like John Gregory on the side, Malappuram will look to play touch football, their first touch, and to keep dominating that midfield. They will keep the ball to themselves and try to open up FC Forca Kochi, and that's going to be interesting to watch how they spread on into the defense, get onto the wings.
The centre-back pairing of Ruben and Anas is going to be under the spotlight. The Nandu Krishna and Gurjinder Kumar will have the freedom to bomb down the wide areas and create more passing angles in the centre of the park.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what we want to see. There is some philosophy that will be used over here. Keep the ball to yourself. Do not give it away in the midfield and try to move around with players moving off the ball. There will be opportunities when they stretch on the defenders.
Surprising to see Joseba Betia in a very deeper role, just playing close to the back four. Surprised though. Meanwhile, Malappuram is on the attack. Down the right is Rizwan Ali, looking to create room for the cross, just cleared away.
And did you hear that roar from the crowd? As soon as they got into the opposition half, the crowd swelled with their motivation and getting them behind the team, and that's very motivation. That's the motivation that the players would need on the ground.
From both Gregory and Lemos, doesn't matter how old you are, if you are deserving, you will get your shot.
Absolutely brilliant. What we talk about is quality football. Until now, we've seen the ball moving, rotating from left to right. They're trying to stretch the defense. They're keeping the ball position, and that's very interesting to watch.
And so far, Forca Kochi yet to get the feel of the ball. Just rotating the ball around from the right to the left. The Malappuram FC. And that's up in the air, should be comfortably dealt with by Naufal K. He is in the heart of defense alongside Ziri Umrane. Chance for a cross, and it comes into a dangerous area. And we have the opening goal. It's that man, Pedro Manzi, etched his name into the history books. Scorer of the first goal in the history of the Mahindra Super League Kerala 2024. What a moment for the Spaniard.
Fantastic build-up. We were talking about breaking from the wings, and that's exactly what happened over here. Look at that pass that's coming in, and then on to the wings. His first touch was very brilliant over there. Puts the ball, nobody really attacking the ball. The goalkeeper comes out, but look at Manji, keeps his eye on the ball, keeps between the 3 purple t-shirts, and then bangs it in to the goal. No answer from the goalkeeper, and the defense looked gone to sleep.
Rafael Augusto really needs to pull up his stocks. The more Forca Kochi gets the Brazilian on the ball, the better it is for them. He's got excellent vision, a creative force of this Kochi side.
It's important when you talk about Rafael Augusto. There is a lot of talks about him. His eye for the goal, the vision up front. He can assist, he can score. And this is the time, this is the opportunity to really show that he means business on this ground.
This time the give and go not working out. And Nicho Gilbert is the lone front runner. He does play that false number 9 role. Might see him drop into midfield and add another extra body and allow Forca Kochi to dominate the ball in the central areas.
That's going to be the aim of both the teams. They want to negate each other's pass in the midfield, not allowing them to get into the opposition's half, and that will be interesting to see how they do it. They have put in more numbers over here. If you look at Forca Kochi, they've crowded the midfield trying to dominate it. Once again, take the reins and get on to pound onto Malappuram FC. That's the foul coming in. Push clearly. That's the elbow push, I would say.
Primarily a defensive midfielder, but Asif playing very deep tonight. Might expect him to drop into the second line as well in case they need two players in that defensive midfield zone.
Yes, it's important over here is that whenever the ball is with Malappuram, they've gone deep in their half and they've got all the time in the world to really rotate the ball from left to right. There's no pressing on the ball in the opponent's half, giving them enough time to waste. They have to get on with it. Once again, very dangerous tackle. It's going to be interesting to see. Referee put his hand in his pocket. But will he remove his card? That's a yellow card for Gurjinder now.
Cynical challenge from Gurjinder Kumar. Just a bit of a frustration creeping into the senior man.
And this is how that foul comes in. Look at that. Well, it was a 50-50 ball. Nevertheless, the foot was high off Gurjinder. And that's the reason why the referee picks up. And that's very consistent from the referee, taking care of the players, going down and clipping on the dangerous tackles is going to be always warranting for a yellow card.
Its prolific supply of deliveries from the middle third continues to exploit spaces behind the defenders.
Look at the way they've expanded this ground totally, They've used every part of this ground to stretch the opponent. They have no chance to get onto the ball. If they come on, they put the ball back to the goalkeeper, who really has got good feet. Both this, Anas and Ruben, have been brilliant with Joseba in the middle. He's been the anchor there, not giving them any space, negates every ball that comes up.
More of a midfield orchestrator. Tried to turn his man. Brought down, and a free kick for Malappuram FC. It's the Spaniard Aither brought down.
Yes, very, very interesting. These players have got the ability to really hold on to the ball. Look at that strength of getting past the defender, and no foul was the man. Not very much. That's obstructed him, but a very dangerous area, to get the free kicks right in front of the goal.
Naufal committing that foul and conceding a free kick. Malappuram FC will look to double their lead before going into the lemon break. The likes of Beitia and Aither can be dangerous from set pieces. It looks like the number 77 is interested for that one. Aither playing it short towards Beitia, who floats it inside the penalty area. Manzi peels his man and brings it down into a great area. Excellent combination play. And Malappuram FC double their lead 5 minutes before heading into half-time. It's Fazlur Rahman this time getting onto the score sheet.
No hurry there. What a fantastic variation in that free kick. The ball was away from the goalpost. Just lays that up on the right. Gets the diagonal touch over there. Brilliant piece of work over here. Foxes the defense. Look at the run of Manzi. Just comes out, puts a header, and Fazlur stretches on his leg to get that ball, a piece of the ball, really from his extended feet to get inside the goal.
The goal scorer turns provider, and the provider turns into a goal scorer. That's the beauty of this sport. They've got a perfect planning to stop Rafael Augusto from getting into those dangerous zones, just forcing him to go into those dead areas.
Yes, absolutely. You can't allow him to face the goal. That's the reason why, if you look at the position of Joseba, he's exactly on that position, not giving any space in front of the defense. And that's exactly what this team is up to. Added 3 minutes.
So 180 seconds for Malappuram FC to increase their lead. 180 seconds for Forca Kochi to pull one back and make things interesting in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen goals coming out from free kicks. Will there be a goal in the dying moments of the first half? It'll be interesting to watch how many players they push up into the half, into the box.
They're also lacking a proper number 9 as well. Nijo Gilbert, usually an attacking midfielder, taking up that number 9 role. used in that position. He is usually a very versatile attacker. And meanwhile, here comes the free kick hacked towards the far post, and chance opens up for Forca Kochi to reduce the margin. How has that not gone in from the number 13, Ziri Umrani? The Tunisian had the chance to pull one back for his side.
When we talk about heights, this is what we want the defenders to come out and look at that. A header coming into goalwards, goalkeeper makes a mess out of it, and a clear chance there, the full frame in front of him, just puts that ball wide. What a bad luck for that team and for himself.
Goal was gaping for Forca Kochi. Had the chance to make the scoreline 1-2, which can be very, very tricky heading into the second half. Here is Betia getting his head onto it. Rafael Augusto tries to bring the ball under his control. Lost sight of the ball in the end. Joseba Betia through the legs of a purple shirt. Another move developing from the right, just slowing things down. Malappuram FC, not much time remaining in this half, just the last 40 seconds. Ruben Gosses hasn't been tested so far in the first half, apart from one occasion from that set piece which opened up things at the back. Forca Kochi's only goal scoring moment of the first half. That chance had to be converted. Ziri failing to do so. Muscled away by Aitha on this occasion, but the referee blows the whistle. He has blown the whistle for half-time. So going into the break, Malappuram FC had the better game in the first 45. So as things stand here at half-time, it's Forca Kochi FC 0, Malappuram FC 2.
Now it's Malappuram trying to keep the game under control, whereas Forca Kochi have to come out and chase the game, which is going to be tricky, and they may concede even more goals.
So Mario Lemos blinking first in terms of substitution. He brings on Lijo K, the young forward, the son of the soil, and we are underway with the second half. And now we step into another 45 minutes. A lot of goalmouth actions in the first half, but the net has rippled only twice. And I think tactically it is a lot more interesting how Kochi go about in this half, given that they have some young players, what they can apply from what coaches must have told them in the drawing board during the lemon break.
Look at that. Right from the word go, they mean business. Forca Kochi just getting into the opponent's half with numbers on them, really snatching that. And look at the defense, going deep in their half, not giving that space to really operate.
For Pedro Manzi, his main attribute is the ability to hold up play, and he knows how to lead the line on his own through good individual abilities.
Absolutely, like we were talking in the mid-half, that he runs on the shoulders of the defenders, and that's very clever. He changes the direction as per the ball that comes in. He moves in one direction, chucks himself, gets onto a free place. He got his header from there. That's very brilliant, and this man has been on the field with that centers coming in.
Ziri Umrane has got a decent pedigree.
Brilliant terms that you're using in football, Sohan. It's nice making your coaching license also work here, but nevertheless it's absolutely brilliant to see this kind of football over here. The touch that we see, the first touch, the passes between the defenders has been this man has been a little bit frustrated. He's not been given that space to operate from, and the reason for that is Joseba Betia.
Joseba Betia just doing what he does best, just sitting deep just in front of the back four, makes players around him a lot more comfortable in terms of keeping the ball. A burst onto the scene while playing for the Mariners back in 2019 in the I-League.
Sure, humidity is what Kerala is. A little bit of cramps. And that's Manzi asking the referee to not stop the game because of that. This was a foul that was asked and a pull of cramps. The ability is better than others, and look at the crowd.
The crowds have descended in numbers here. A sizable crowd, sizable support for the home team. The men in purple will look to give these fans something to cheer about. With still about half an hour regulation time remaining in this game. As we touch the hour mark here in Kochi, it's the home side, Forca Kochi FC 0, Malappuram FC 2.
That's interesting from Forca Kochi, keeping the ball to themselves, not making any mistakes, waiting for the opponents to come at them. But nevertheless, they have to be more careful here while they keep the ball. Look at the pressing from the Malappuram. They keep the pressing very well. Don't allow the opponents to get inside. Long balls is the only option if they want to break through.
Here comes Kochi. A reverse pass for Nijo Gilbert. Running out of play. Rafael Augusto tried getting on the ball, but the men in white cutting off the nearby passing lanes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and they will not allow you the space. And look at that, the ball coming in. It just doesn't have that first touch right, but lovely blind pass. A little too much on it, otherwise that would have been a dangerous move.
Forca Kochi, they play Kannur Warriors next on the road on 13th of September. On the flip side, Malappuram will take on Calicut FC at their home turf on the 14th. Two very crucial games. But as things stands here, it is the away side who are having a 2 goals cushion in the season opener. And now making that option available down the left. He was interested for it. The number 5 Said Nidhal making that a run from the left wing. The first time challenge, playing a spoil sport to that party.
He's not going to be given that space that's required. That's the reason why.
It's a stray pass. The first touch deserts him.
Yeah, that's important. You know, why do we talk about foreign coaches coming in? They have to come in to correct many of these things. And this man, John Gregory, is the man who will really change things in Kerala. They will bring players to the standard of the national team, and the first touch becomes a very important, a vital part to correct in a youth system.
Now Betia once more, and just attracting the attention of the men in purple, just keeping them busy. On the flip side, either getting a lot of space through the center to operate in, and that's the plan. Betia drawing players towards him, creating space for the number 77.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, you know, because when we talk about space, I think Malappuram have done pretty well. They've really stretched the entire game, length and breadth of the ground, to really pass the ball at will. They've got so many players when the ball is in possession, so many options with off the player running. It's going to be very interesting how to curtail this team. This team have shown top quality football in terms of offense as well as in defense.
Rafael Augusto is remonstrating with the referee. He's left frustrated out there in the center. Tactically out-maneuvering Mario Lemos is John Gregory.
Brilliant, you know, when you talk about coaches, how they bring in a philosophy. We were talking before this match that coaches bring in a lot of touches in the midfield, dominating in the midfield, not giving away the ball easily, and that's the highlight of the philosophy that we bring into this team.
Another ball played forward and out of Nijo Gilbert's reach. They've maintained the shape in defense pretty well, Malappuram FC. Just once from the set piece, saw that getting. And now here comes Malappuram. Haitha trying to avoid his marker, running out of space, running out of options.
A fantastic player with ability, hold on to the ball to make some assists, and get back into defense. Everything that he does is very valuable for his team. He would always like players, versatile players like him, to be part of a winning combination.
It's Amin K onto Ziri Umrani. Here is the left back, the ball getting stuck under his feet. The rub of the green not going Forca Kochi's way. Here is Betia once more, falling deep, trying to recover the ball for his side. It looks like a handball.
And the midfield has collapsed here for Forca Kochi. There's been no creativity up there in the midfield. We need a player who can really resurrect the team with his crisp passing. And that's the handball that was called for.
We are into the last quarter of this game. A double change is getting ready for Forca Kochi. The number 12 Arun Lal will come on, and so as the number 39 Remit. And so a defender and a midfielder coming on for Forca Kochi.
And it's nice to know, in the first match, some teams have their way going. They have the combination working very well, and some teams don't. But there's enough time in this tournament, though we talk about 10 matches, but yeah, a home and away. At home, we always think that we should not lose. Even a draw is okay. And then it becomes important to go away and score a win.
Joseba Betia just floats around like a pendulum from the left to the right. And now Aita getting the better of his marker and is pulled down. And a free kick for Malappuram FC.
Yeah, brilliant technique here from Aita. Look at the way he shields onto the ball. A lot of strength in his legs to really keep that ball in motion. And it'll be important to see whether he was inside the box with this. Look at that 1-2 touch. Defenders does pretty well, but just not. The technique is keep yourself between the ball and the defender, and then brought down very easily.
Kept in play nicely, surrounded by a host of white shirts. Now the ball is delivered on the edge of the penalty area. They quickly capitalize onto the second ball, and now the door opens up for a cross, and it comes into a good-looking area. And a good Jinder Kumar to the rescue for Malappuram FC.
Great build-up here once again from Forca Kochi. They have been told by the coach to get inside the box in number if they want to get the goals. But unfortunate over here, the defender clears it for a corner.
We're looking for a consolation here, Nidal. And he give this fans something to cheer about from this corner. Outswing floater, a couple of players interested. It comes right back into the melee, and Betia clearing the lines only as far as a purple shirt. They come again. Another free kick goes in favor of Malappuram FC.
Yeah, dying stages they have shown that they can really penetrate. They have got the ability, they have got the meat in them, but they've not really delivered when it mattered over there. And that's going to be an important point for the coach, Mario, to get back into the training session, regroup the team, bring in the coordination, the combinations, and to make them more confident to get into the next match. There's a huge amount of 10 matches to go before they can recoup. They can get in to the game.
The dark horses of this tournament, Malappuram FC. And they play at home next against Calicut FC on the 14th of September. They look to make it a 2-2. Just heading towards a victory, on the cusp of creating history here. Malappuram FC would become the first team to register full 3 points in the Mahindra Super League Kerala 2024, and that's the full-time whistle from the referee Javiz Mohammed. A comprehensive victory for Malappuram FC. And the goals are coming in the first half from Pedro Manzi and Faslu Rahman, and Joseba Betia is absolutely delighted. First 3 points of the season collected with confidence. And the home side will be disappointed with their brand of football. But Malappuram FC will be absolutely ecstatic with the way they've played tonight here at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. So at full time, it's Forca Kochi FC 0, Malappuram FC 2. And these are the full-time stats. Ahead in each and every department. Malappuram 55% possession of the ball, 5 shots taken, 2 on target, 3 on target on the flip side from Kochi, but none of them bothering the goalkeeper.